All right, you did it. You've made it through 3 of the anatomy trains of fascia, and we basically removed adhesions that our body's been holding on to for a long time. Now, it's not uncommon to be sore the next day after doing this. It shouldn't last more than 2 or 3 days of soreness. As you start treating these more consistently, again, you're gonna feel like you can put more pressure onto them. So move at your own pace. It's not a race. There's no rush to get certain things opened up. Some areas will be harder to open than others. So just be patient with this and try not to push, again, out of that 5 or 6 out of 10 on a pain scale. Try not to go over that. So what I want you to do now is just kind of reach down, touch your toes as we did prior to starting this, and I just want you to take note of what's tight. Maybe you were feeling some tension in the hamstrings, maybe it was in the low back, maybe it was up in the upper neck. But what you should notice is when you do this, your range of motion improves, and all it's from is just taking some pressure into some fascia, applying some internal tension, and opening up that fascial restriction. So doing that increases your mobility, increases your body's ability to be balanced in space without using different muscles to hold you up. And that's what we call tensegrity, and that's kind of the whole purpose of myofascial release, is to achieve that tensegrity state where your body's balanced, where you're relying on your ligaments and your spine and your bones to hold you up in space, and your muscles are at a very low tone. So they're not doing a lot of work, they're not excessively overworking themselves to hold your head up in space. You've achieved basically the balanced, stacked posture, and your body can be as relaxed as possible. So one thing to think about is going to be how often we do this. So ideally what you want to achieve is about 10 minutes per day. If you can do that twice a day, that would be ideal. So 20 minutes a day will be just doing myofascial work. Ideally you're going to have a routine anywhere between 20, 30, up to an hour of movement every day. It seems like a lot, and a lot of people say, well, I don't have time for that. Well, the best thing you can do is start small. So you start with maybe a 5-minute workout routine. And what you're going to notice is as you start doing that, you start creating that time for yourself that you're going to want to do more, and you'll be able to do more. And time will start to open up a little bit. And you'll be able to, it may not be one session of an hour. You might have to break it into 3 different segments throughout the day. So in the morning you wake up, maybe you do 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then you do another session somewhere during lunchtime, and then you do another session at night. Whatever works best. Some people are better at twice a day, some people are better at once a day. The important thing is consistency, so that your body starts to change. The only way you're going to create change is through that consistent process of stretching tissues that have been locked in a certain position. So as you're going throughout your day, maybe part of your exercise routine will be micro breaks at your desk. So you take 10 seconds to contract your superficial back line, open the superficial front line so that it does not get stuck and adhere back into that position that creates pain and dysfunction. So things to think about. It's not easy to create these habits, but once you do, you'll find that your body starts to feel better and you start to reap those benefits. But you just got to put yourself through a little bit of discomfort, get outside that comfort zone, and push yourself a little bit, maybe 10% every day. So have fun with these, be safe, be consistent, and you'll see the changes soon. All right, we'll see you next time.